What's up, you guys? JoDobby here, back at it again with some gameplay for you. And today I have collaborated with Digi-Panda to run some games. We just wanted to test some decks and have some fun. And yeah, so he's playing his Gabumon Bond of Friendship deck, and I'm playing my Black Megidramon Gallantmon deck. Wanted to see how it would face against a meta deck such as his. So, you know, we're just testing it out. And Digi-Panda right off the bat has the Davis, the Strabby in hand, and the Gabumon in raising. So pretty good start there. Yep, and I end up going into the Junkmon in raising and hard playing Gigadramon. So just looking at this right now, it's not too bad of a start for both of us, but he manages to play Cordramon, so you can tell that he's looking for more pieces here. But, you know, hopefully we'll chop that up with the Megidramon Evo, and as you can see, we end up doing so. He does end up trashing his Gabumon Bond of Friendship and a Hammer Spark. Gabumon is so difficult to say for me, guys. Just a little side note there. Like, I recorded this like multiple times. I keep saying Agumon Bond, and it's really, really silly of me. But after that swing, I just play a Taikamiya, and he's up for memory. Manages to swing there, hits another Gigadramon, which is pretty good. And, you know, I've got the Mega on lock and a Junkmon in raising, so I'm not doing too bad myself. So let's see what Digi-Panda does here. Gets into the memory boost. More searchers. It's just amazing how much search you get in blue right now. And you got to pick up the Gabumon here, which is exactly what he does. And everything else goes to the bottom. So I think we've seen some Lobomon go to the bottom of the deck already, which is a really good sign for me. If not bottom decked, it's trashed actually because of Megidramon, so that's a pretty good sign. And he manages to play the Strabimon as well to search for some of his cards. Now I swing again here, and I unfortunately hit a Matt Ishida, which sucks because now he's going right into Gabumon Bond of Friendship next turn, and I pretty much just close my turn out with Rebelli, so I've got Megidramon ready for next turn as well. Gains a memory and draw there from Matt, and he's gonna do it. You have to do it. Yeah, so I have no Gallantmon in trash as well, which is unfortunate, so I think that's why I checked, and he manages to safely get into the Gabumon Bond to swing over my Megidramon, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. And the unsuspend is a very good effect, and you know, we just double check one more time to see if a Gallantmon's coming out, and it does not. So he swings and he hits the Dark Tyranno, which does absolutely nothing, and boop, a Sealsdramon. So Strabby here has the option to swing, I think, or Digivolve into something else, but yeah, applies that extra pressure to swing in and hits the 2k Toya-Agu. And now we're both at 1 security apiece. If he has a, memory boost, and this was where I was really worried, because he could go into a Lobo and win, but he doesn't have the Lobo. So he just goes into Cordramon to draw 2 more cards. And, you know, normally Gabumon just heads to the trash at the end of that sequence. Now I'm at Rebelli, and I'm definitely getting into another Megidramon here, which is pretty insane how quickly I can do that. And I actually hit a Gallantmon this time, so if I end up hitting, you know, Gabumon Bond in security, I get to bring out a Gallantmon, which is pretty sweet, but I do not. But that's fine too, because, you know, the Megidramon's just there now. And I do something really crazy here, because I'm thinking nothing in raising, but the Lobomon threat continues to persist, and I've only got 1 security, so that Cordramon absolutely needs to leave the board. And I don't have a blocker in hand, so I play the Javulch Former to just delete it. And now he's at 7 memory. So technically 2 Lobomon can win him the game here, but I believe I did see some Lobomon either go to the bottom of the deck or get trashed in this game, which is why I'm not too concerned by that. My only issue is, can he pretty much remove my Megidramon, because that would change things. Because I don't have any hybrids. So he does actually have that Lobo, which is insane. So he's going to go for the swing here. Hits a Gardro, so that's definitely gone. And with 2 more memory, can he get into another Lobo for game? And he does not have it, if I'm not mistaken. It just goes into the Cordra, cannot swing. and did not draw into the Lobo. He actually had 2 Hammer Sparks there too. So we're gonna go into game 3 here, just setting up, which is pretty cool. Did not get to pop Gabumon's effect here, and well, did not get to pop Megidramon's effect, bringing out the Gabumon here, but you know, I hope you guys can kind of see where the deck's getting at. You know, having a lot of level 4 blockers can pretty much slow the game down for you as you get to your pieces with Megidramon Gabumon. It's also very nice to know that you can deck your opponent out, and the potential is very high because you have some hard play cards in the level 4 slot like Megidramon to change things up and get into Rebelli ASAP for that Megidramon Evo as stated earlier. So pretty good turns here for the both of us. Actually, he put me to 6 memory, so I managed to do a ton of things, but the Howling memory boost actually stops Gardramon from being able to block or attack until my next turn. So even if I do Digivolve over the Gardro, I still will not be able to swing. And yeah, he's got the Mad Out ready for pretty much Gabumon Bond Friendship here, because he's got the Howling as well. So unless I drop a Chumon or do something like that, anytime I put him to 3 is an instant Gabu Bond. So I go into Rebellimon, trashing a card, and I believe I do have the... Yep, I do not decide to trash here just because there's literally no point, and I probably didn't have the Gallantmon to begin with. And I go into Megidramon, and I do hit the Gallantmon, so that's going into trash, which is awesome. Some pretty good hits on his side as well for me, which is nice, because he just lost some pieces, and he's unable to cycle as well as I am. Yeah, stuck with the situation, gonna end up drawing here. Got a raise for that extra memory, which is pretty good. And does he get into Gabumon Bond here, just to force out some swings? Because he still has 5 security. Yeah, so he's gonna do it, and he's gonna get 2 extra swings here in my security, which means that I'll actually be down 2 security by the end of the sequence. Yep. Actually, I'll be down 1 security still, but that much closer to losing the game. Yeah, hits a Mechanori, so pretty much very safe swings there, and uses the Howling boost to go to 3. The search, and he gets another mat hit, which is very scary because this turns on a lot of things. He pretty much turns on all his Lobomons and the ability to get into Gabumon Bond of Friendship again. Hammer Spark to 1, and Davis putting me to 3. So very, very scary sequence of events there. Because I'm not in a position to win the game because he's got 3 security. I don't run hybrids myself, obviously, because it's black base, and I only got 2 swings coming in. So pretty scary position to be in. But I swing anyway, hopefully not hitting another mat. And I hit the Hammer Spark, which is unfortunate, getting to 1 memory here. And yeah, so like that changes the game plan entirely. I think I just swing with it. Yep, I end up having to swing with Chicory-mon, and it ends up being a Lobo, so Chicory's dead. And it's a Gallantmon revealed off the Pago effect, so that's going to the bottom of the deck. And boom, go right into Zwart defeat to pop the mat, which is nice. Unfortunately, he does have a mat in his hand, but I figured better take the mat out now, so he pretty much spends his turn playing it instead of deleting the Davis, because if he does have a Hammer Spark, that Gabu can go right into Bond of Friendship again, and then get another 2 checks in me, which is pretty tough. So at least he's only forced to do the 1 check here, and go into another mat, so I'm at 3. So he's not technically threatening lethal, but those 3 Tamers with Lobomon obviously is potentially lethal, especially with the fact that he can go into Gabumon Bond, which will have another 2 swings. So this is a very difficult spot for me right now. I just get the last swing in and try to figure out my plays. So I'm not really sure what I end up doing here. Steals Dramon, just a hard play. I don't think that is enough though. Yep, gets right into it, no funny business, and gets the, I believe with 8 or more cards because of that Gabu, he actually gets to 15k, and nothing can really stop it at that point. Yep, and then swing again for game, and he manages to take game 2. So we're gonna go into game 3 now, and this was pretty cool because you managed to get to see both decks go crazy. This is actually a very close game 3. It's pretty exciting. So I put him to 1 with Dark Tyrannomon, not a bad start on my end, because if he's forced to put me to 2, I can put him to 1 right back. So it's very good turn 1 start. And yeah, Gabumon in raising, and another Gabumon to search for a tamer. Does he get it? I hope he doesn't. And he hits 2 Cordramon and 2 hybrids. So that is a very, very good sign for me, as they all go to the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I definitely go into the Rebelli, and I think I have Gallantmon, so I do trash it, which is amazing, because now all I'll need is a tamer and a Megidramon to make that Gallantmon live, and he plays the mat. So I have to find a way to put him to 1 memory here again, so the max he can go is 2, and it'll be Hammer, Spark, or Bust in order to get to his Gabumon bond there. So early swing hits a Howling Memory Boost. I don't like that, because now it's just, okay, he's going to go into Gabumon bond, right? So instead of hard playing the mech, because they're both going to end up at the bottom of the deck, I just Digivolve it to put him to 1. So at least he's forced to use the boost to get into Gabumon bond. So now that he's forced to get the boost out of the way, he actually ends up doing the Digivolution as I expected, because I always assume they have it, and he trashes a Strabi and a Cordra. So the Rebelli's going to go to the bottom of the deck, sadly. But, you know, the saving grace here is because he's at 2 security, the Gabumon is going to be deleted at the end anyway, so it's fine. And he does hit the tie, which is huge, huge, huge for me, because I need to be at 3 to safely Digivolve and still get a swing in. But the Chumon, crazy guys. Like, the Gabumon gets to survive a security attack with only 2k DP. What is going on? So, Drawboo happens and gets an extra draw, and the Gabumon's gone, and I have the Mechanori out. Mechanori is beefy right now at 7k, but I think I have to Evo over it. Yep, gets into the Gigadramon here to swing over the Gabumon, because I need to limit his ability to just win here, and I hard play the mech, putting him to 4, straight to 4. So now he runs the risk of losing his mat to get into a Lobo or something like that, and that's definitely not going to happen, so I'm pretty much in a safe spot. But he does have the right Gabumon in raising now, so the threat is definitely looming, and it's definitely there. But if I can pretty much find a way to just seal the deal... Oh, he gets into the Gabumon Bond of Friendship. I actually don't remember this play, but...
Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia.
Ah, impossible!
Oh my goodness, I hit the Chikrimon, so he cannot bottom deck the Gigadramon, which is unfortunate. And he's just got the Gabumon left there. What a big D-Digivolution play from security, getting rid of the Gabumon Bond of Friendship. And then he Hammer Sparks to 2, and I think it's just a Howling Memory Boost, but I'm going to end up at 3 anyway. And because Gigadramon still has a source underneath it, I am still definitely able to just swing and win the game. So what an absolute Chikrimon clutch there. Yeah, his hand did not have any hybrids as well, so he couldn't even have won the game if he, lost that Gabu. So that was a pretty big Chikrimon turn there. But yeah, that's the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of the deck and if I should do a deck profile. Thank you so much for watching.